Hi, this is Dr. Mark Student, and I'm on with Dr. Bill Owens. Hi, Bill.
Hi, Mark. How are you?
I am great. Bill, we're having our primary spine care symposium in October, and we're really handling a myriad of things. And the topic that I want to discuss that we're going to handle there a lot in the rest of the year is really the industry is changing. Marketing is changing. Getting paid is changing. Getting new patients is changing. Working with lawyers is tremendously changing. Getting into hospitals has never been easier. But there's kind of central themes that really handle all of those things. And our mantra has always been clinical excellence, but, it's a lot more to it. Now, I've seen on a regular basis that the doctors we work with, their practices, including yours, is spiraling upwards. Now, let's just talk about yours as a test office, so to speak. But what do you really contribute or attribute your upward spiral towards to?
Well, I think it's threefold, to be honest with you. I think it is continuing education really at a specialist level. So all that work we do once we're out of school and we're kind of in the trenches that give us more expertise really than the other chiropractors, honestly, in the community. I think that's the first thing. I think the second thing is being able to educate the other professionals. So in a sense, we're working businesses to businesses, right? Like my office to a primary care, my office to a law firm, my office to a surgeon. And having
you're no longer standing in the field doing spinal checks, holding a plastic model.
Right. We kind of went wholesale, right? I would rather meet with one surgeon than 500 people at a fair. And then I think the third thing really is having a method to continuously stay in front of people. So we educated me, we educated their referral sources, and then we had a system that allowed us to stay in front of them over and over and over again so that they didn't forget about it.
Now, one of the things that we've able to do, and we're going to talk, I'm going to handle what's happening financially with lawyers in a minute, but hospital walls are breaking down. They're just breaking down. And they broke down for a short period of time 4 or 5 years ago, and it blew up in our faces. But now they're breaking down again. So why do you think it blew up 4 or 5 years ago? And you see them breaking down now, and will it blow up again, or will it be sustainable? What do you think?
Well, I think the reason it broke down in the past was because chiropractic was sort of viewed as this still complementary alternative medicine thing. So a lot of hospitals were just looking to create that type of vibe, the wellness thing kind of went through there. But I think in the end, when the hospitals brought those types of providers in that were really in a wellness model and not really in a clinical excellence model, it didn't really generate any revenue. So it kind of went away because they made decisions that, hey, it was a good idea on paper, but it didn't affect our bottom line. I think that was the past. Now, with healthcare changing and the chiropractors particularly that have gone through our primary spine care programs are really bringing specialist level work to the hospital. And what that's doing is generating revenue for the hospital. And I think that's probably the number one reason why this is going to be sustainable. A chiropractor that's properly trained, right, we can operate autonomously. We don't need oversight like a therapist.
Yeah, and it's funny, a lot of the politicians within our profession are beating the bandwagon of opiates. You bring us in, we'll help get rid of the opiates, which is true. But the reality is, unless we're making the money, they don't really care.
I agree. To a hospital executives, the opioid thing is a warm and fuzzy thing that if they can make money and do that, they're all on board. But they're not going to bring somebody in just to do that. And you're right. They really don't give a crap.
Yeah, and what we're finding, state after state, city after city, is we're breaking the doors down in the emergency rooms in hospitals. It's just become easy. It's just become, it's really, and I don't want to say it's a slam dunk, but, we say that your referral sources are lawyers, medical primaries, medical specialists, urgent cares, and emergency rooms. You never know what's going to resonate in your community. So you really need to expand or broaden your platform for referrals. So you really are prepared to gain your market share in your marketplace to make your competition irrelevant. Now, you notice I use a lot of corporate words in there because we don't run mom and pop practices. We're not aspiring to, to make $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a year. Not that it's about making money, it's about serving people, but money is a byproduct. We're talking about running $1 million practices. That can even happen in New York now, and it's happening even before the fee increase is coming. Now, the other thing I want to talk about briefly is the lawyer's money grab. I mean, one of the things that we handle at length, and we're going to talk about in October beyond emergency rooms and hospitals and medical specialists, we're going to share with you what's working right now. Because how many years you doing this and we doing this together, Bill? The hospitals and MDs and specialists.
Well, it's our 8th primary care conference, and I think back on what we talked about the first primary care conference. We were talking about this back then, waiting for it to happen, and now it's here. But I would think at least 12, 14 years, like we've really been beating this drum, and now it's here.
Yeah, we have figured it out. We're not looking for guinea pigs to see if it will work. It is working, and we know why it does and doesn't work. It's easy. But with lawyers, which is actually the easiest genre to work in right now, lawyers are doing a money grab. Take 50% on a dollar bill, managed care. I want your clients. I want this. I want your patients as my clients. The lawyers are getting much more aggressive. So we actually have techniques to resolve business systems, not only to overcome the lawyer's money grab, but to ensure that you don't get screwed out of your fees in lien settlements. Okay? So we're going to teach you how to have the upper hand and get paid and have the lawyers still like you and want to work with you. It's very easy to do. Now, the other thing that we're going to talk about at length, which is critical, is chiropractic versus physical therapists. And it is a problem with lawyers and medical primaries and medical specialists. And it's part of our program that's evolving. And we've got this down. I could just sit and talk about PTs for spine or why they should never touch a patient first, and I've got all that. But more importantly, we've got bigger strategies that actually work and resonate better because it's not better than you. It's the chiropractor resolves the issue for the medical primaries, for the medical specialists, and the lawyers that physical therapists don't, which goes beyond better than them for spine as a first provider. So we've got all that handled. So what we do every year is we open up our entire platform to the entire profession over a weekend where we lay everything out. Everything for the other 362 days a year, whatever it is, minus 2 days a year. My math is not in my head right now. But everything is password protected. It's behind a big stone wall. You want to learn, you got to pay. Simple. 2 days a year, we open this up to the entire profession. And when you understand this is by far the best business strategy you can set out for your practice. We give you the marketing programs. We're just going to give it to you. We're going to teach it to you. We're going to teach you all the items. We're going to give you the handouts. We're going to explain to you what you need to do, and we gather once a year. And we do it in New York and Long Island because we're going to teach you about MD specialists, and that's critical. But not only are we going to teach you, we have 4 medical specialists coming down, 2 neurosurgeons, a vascular neurologist, and a neuroradiologist. Okay, from Harvard, from Albert Einstein, from the University of Indiana. I mean, people from all over the globe of the best are going to be in the room, and you're going to be hearing directly from them what they need to see and hear to be able to work with you and refer directly to you and fill your offices. I mean, one of our offices is exposed to 960 new cases a month every month. Can't accept all that. It's just too much. But that's his pool. Never have to worry about a new patient again. And Bill, you're exposed to hundreds of new patients a month. You get to pick and choose. And, the same thing all over the country we can go around. But this is what we're doing. And we open it up to the entire profession. Anybody can come. So if you go to Teach Chiros, T-E-A-C-H like teacher, Chiros, C-H-I-R-O-S, plural.com. Across the top, it says course dates. Click on it. Just sign up. Just sign up. It's $299. You get 12 CE credits. It's 2 solid days of what's happening in our contemporary practice in the marketplace, where we're going to give you business strategies, marketing tools. We're going to teach you everything you need to know to get an unlimited amount of referrals, how to get paid, and how to manage those cases. Bill, did I miss anything?
No, and I think if you're listening to this, you see the change. You see chiropractic being embraced at a level that it's probably never been embraced before. But on the lawyer side, if you're concerned with lawyers shortchanging you and taking your money, you have to be here. On the primary care side, the medical doctor referral, if you don't know or you're tired of being treated like a physical therapist and having primary care doctors take your patients and say, don't go to the chiropractor, go to PT, if you experience that and you're tired of it, it's an easy solution if you're educated, and that's our focus for the weekend.
Yep, we're going to teach. So go to teachchiros.com, or if you want to call me, 631-786-4253. That's area code 631-786-4253. Listen, we look forward to sharing with you a lot more. Bill, thank you so much, and we'll catch everyone hopefully at the symposium. We'll catch you
then.
Thanks,
Bill.
Have a great day.
All right, thanks, Mark. Okay, bye-bye.